Dear students, welcome to the next class. The topic is Coulomb's inverse square law. So let us see. I told you in the properties of electric charges, like charges repel each other, unlike charges attract each other. Now Coulomb is giving a mathematical formula, the force of attraction or repulsion between the charges. Let us see here two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by certain distance r. So the force of attraction or repulsion between the two charges is directly proportional to product of the two charges, inversely proportional to square of the distance between the two charges, and the force acting between them is along the line joining the two charges. That is why this force is also called central force. So here inverse square, that is why this is called inverse square law. Combining these two conditions of proportional to q1 q2 by r square. Proportionality symbol is removing. I am writing a constant k, where this k is known as proportionality constant, which depends upon the medium between the two charges. Here air is there, medium, whatever may be medium is there. So k value depends upon the medium between them. Now suppose in between the two charges air or vacuum is there. Then the force F or F naught, here Fo I am writing wantedly, the proportionality constant k value becomes 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square, and we don't have any derivation for this. Just remember this constant value, remember, where this epsilon naught is nothing but permittivity of free space. Its value you have to remember 8.85 in 10 power of minus 12 coulomb square per newton meter square. It is very useful value, remember. And find the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, which is equal to 9 in 10 power of 9. Very useful sentence, and you have to remember this value. Now in between the two charges, in any medium is there, mica sheet or any medium is there, then force between them Fm I am writing, m indicates medium, 1 by 4 pi epsilon q1 q2 by r square, where epsilon is nothing but permittivity of medium, and this epsilon is not constant, it is different for a different media. Now I told you force of attraction or repulsion between them. So I am considering two positive charges. This positive charge will repel this positive charge. The force is F12. Force on 1 by 2. This positive charge will repel this positive charge. F21. Force on 2 by 1. Similarly, positive and negative charges. This is repulsive force and this is attractive force. So I told you the forces are acting along the line joining the two centers. Now coming to permittivity. What is meant by permittivity? So it is the property of medium which allows the electric lines of force through it. So every medium is not behaving in the same way. That is why permittivity is different for different media. Now relative permittivity. Remember this definition. It is also known as dielectric constant. Symbol is epsilon r, also called k. The basic formula of epsilon r is nothing but ratio of permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space. Epsilon r is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught. Cross multiplication, epsilon equal to k epsilon naught. And substitute this condition in equation 2, force between them with any medium. So equation 2, 1 by 4 pi epsilon. In this epsilon, substitute this condition, you will get k epsilon naught. Remaining value is nothing but Fo, that means Fm means with medium is equal to Fo by k. So from this cross multiplication, k or epsilon r is also defined as Fo by Fm. So these are the two different definitions for epsilon r and k, like this, remember. Now the vector form of Coulomb's inverse square law. So for numericals it is useful, remember, F bar is equal to force is vector. So two charges q1 q2, distance is r, then F bar is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square into r cap, where r cap is the unit vector along the line joining the two charges, and we know very well r cap is nothing but unit vector formula which you know very well in 11th class. R cap is nothing but r bar by modulus r bar by r. So substituting this r cap value, r bar by r, so r into r square, which is nothing but r cube. This is r bar, where r bar is the vector along the line joining the two charges, and if position vectors r1 r2 is given, that means r1 is the position vector of q1, r2 is the position vector of q2, then r bar is nothing but r2 bar minus r1 bar. So this is useful for numericals, remember. Next, coming to limitations of Coulomb's inverse square law. So it is applicable only for point charges, and it is applicable when the charges are at rest. Now we are going to see the next concepts in the next slide. Thank you.